Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to work with master pages here in InDesign. So what you need to do is you need to access your Pages panel window. So it's this icon here. If you can't see that, you can always go to the window menu and then you can switch on pages through here. So if I click on this, it brings out this panel window, and this is where I can see all the pages that are in my document. Currently I only have one page in my document, so if you did want to create some more pages, you can just click here to create a second page and a third page and so forth. And then to access those pages, so if you wanted to edit the content on them, you would just double click the page and then you'd be on page 2, ready to edit the content for page 2. You can reorganize your pages as well, so if I want page 3 to become page 2, I can just click and drag it around and they will just swap around. So I can just grab these and move them around and then they will swap around. You can't actually see that happening at the moment because they're just blank pages, so it's very difficult to tell, but they are swapping around. Working with a master page comes up here, so into this pages panel window, it's at the top, and we've got this one called a master. Now at the moment all of these pages are relating their content to this a master, so they all have a little a next to them which relates to this one here, the a master. Now on a master page is where you would place content that you want to appear on every page. So this might be a company logo that you have to have on the corner of every one of your pages. It may be that you want page numbers on every one of the pages. It may be that you want a banner that has to be on every one of the pages. It may be a copyright notice that you need to have on every one of your pages. So content that you need on every page inside your magazine or publication, you need to make sure it goes on the master page. Placing stuff on the master page just means it will appear on everything that has the master page related to it. To access the master page, you simply double click this thumbnail, and now I'm working on the master page. So I'm just going to come over here and just draw out a rectangle. So I'm just going to click and draw a rectangle out across the top here, and I'm just going to fill that with a colour. So I might just go for this red colour here and click OK to that. What you can see is because I've put that red rectangle on my master page, it instantly now appears on every one of the pages. So that's what I mean by placing a logo that you need to appear on every page, or a banner for example that you want on every page. I'm also going to put on a page number, so I'm just going to get my type tool here, and I'm just going to click and draw out a text frame. So just by clicking and dragging that out, and now I can type into that. I'm just going to type in page, and then to get page numbers to go on here, we need to go to the type menu and then go to insert special character, and we want a marker, and then we want the current page number. And what that does is it places an A on here, but when we come to our pages, that would be replaced with 1, 2 and 3 depending on which page that you're on. Now I don't want it down here in the bottom corner, and I'm also going to increase the size of it, so I'm just going to come up here and increase the font size so you can see it a bit clearer as well. What you can do as well is you could just put in there a semicolon just to, so it says page colon and then got your page number. And I'm also going to change that alignment of that as well, so I'm going to come up here and I'm going to have it right aligned in that box, and in that text area I want it placed at the bottom of the text box. To do that I need to go back to my black selection tool, and then I've got other alignment options. So you have alignment options for content that's inside the box, and you also have text alignment as well when you're working on the type tool. So coming here, look, I can get it to align to the bottom, so that puts it down towards the bottom there. And then if I go to page 2 for example, you'll see it says page 2 and page 3 and back up to page 1. So this is how you can use a master page. You can also create another master page. So if I come back up here to masters, I can go and create a new master page, and it comes out with a B master, and I can give that a different name if I wanted to by just double clicking here. So let's do this again. Let's just draw out a box. Let's go and now make that box, for example, a green colour. We'll click OK to that, and what I can do now is I can apply that B master to any of my pages here. So say for example I want a couple of my pages to be completely different from all the other pages that I've got in my document. I can set up 2 masters, so one is controlling the majority of the pages, but I want two special one-off pages, so I can create a second master that is going to style and have content for those two extra pages. So to change the master value, you can just right mouse click and you can then go into apply master to pages, and then you can say I want to apply the B master to page 3, and when I click OK, page 3 instantly comes up with that green banner across the top. Now, creating different masters is particularly useful if you're going to have two different kinds of layouts. So this is a portrait layout, but I could go here and create an alternate layout, and on that alternate layout I could create it in landscape and click OK, and I get pages now that are in landscape. So I get a portrait and a landscape version, and it may be that you want a master which is controlling the layout and content that appears on the portrait, and you want to create another master page which is specifically for your landscape documents. But master pages are really important for when you want common elements to appear on every single one of your pages. And to edit those elements that appear on the master, you can't do it here, so I can't change that red bar on the actual pages themselves. I always have to go back to the master to double click it, and then I can activate and change that box. And as soon as I do, all of the pages update that have that master page applied to them.